Good morning, church family. Today I've been asked to share a little 5-minute testimony with you about my life. So growing up, I lived in a house with a lot of domestic violence and alcohol abuse. My mum and my stepdad had a really unhealthy relationship, and that was really difficult growing up. When I was 9 years old, my little sister was born, and from that day on, I found myself bringing her up, and I remember it being really scary, such a big responsibility. I remember it being quite a weight on my shoulders, and I found it really tough. And this went on for years. My mum had really bad mental health, and she would be hospitalised with it. And we were just really unstable as a family. I wasn't really sent to school, so I had a really poor education, and I was in and out of jobs quite often when I grew up, because I never really done well at school or went on to college or anything at the time. Fast forward a few years, and I meet Alex, my now husband, and I quite quickly realised that he is selling drugs for a living. And for some reason, it doesn't really faze me too much. It doesn't bother me. But quite quickly, I realised that he's becoming addicted to taking drugs, and things just really spiral out of control. Things become really violent, really toxic, really unhealthy, to say the least. And the police were really active in bringing him down in any way they could, and this would go on for years. In the midst of all the chaos, we would bring in a son into the world, and he was only 6 months old. Alex was sent to prison for dealing drugs. We promised each other things would be different, and when he got out and they weren't, they would just go from bad to worse. We had such a toxic relationship for so many years, and we later found ourselves in a position where Sonny was going through the same things that we went through, that we said that we would never do. And so fast forward to when Sonny's about 4 years old, Big Alex, his granda, would take him to Parkhead Nazarene, and he would come home to us and sing church songs, worship songs, and we were quite happy for him to go to church, but we weren't interested in coming, and they would ask us to come all the time, and we wouldn't come. It wasn't until he got the part of Joseph in the nativity play, we realised that we should probably go and see him in this play. And from the minute that we stepped foot into Parkhead Nazarene, we were met with such a kind, loving welcome. We felt a peace, an abnormal peace to us at the time. I always remember the love that people showed us, and I was really struck by that. It was something I'd never experienced before in my life, and I wanted more of it. We both did. And some people there knew the life that we were living, and they would pray for us a lot, and God answered those prayers. The church helped Alex get into a Christian rehab, and from then on our life would go from strength to strength. We still had ups and downs and challenges, but things were good compared to what they were. We then got baptised, all 3 of us, on Easter Sunday, and that was just the most amazing day. After that, when we gave our life to Jesus, we were blessed so much. We were basically blessed with an amazing wedding that was so magical for all the right reasons. And it wasn't materialistic at all by any means, and that's what was so special about it. And we now are living such a different life. It's quite unbelievable. Like, God has actually helped Alex go on to do a degree in university to be a pastor in theology. He's doing his degree, and I'm at college studying community development, and so I really feel God has worked in our lives in that way as well, so that we can kind of give back in the careers that we've chosen. And he blessed us with a brand new flat right next to the church where we can serve people and be close to people. And today our lives are just so peaceful, something that we've never experienced before. We have to pinch ourselves every night we go to bed. We're just so thankful for our new life. And I'm still amazed at how God is still using Sonny to bring us together and before God by bringing his Bible out and asking to pray as a family. It blows us away that is our life today. And I just continue to thank God for keeping Alex sober and just blessing us every day with a new opportunity to help somebody and to live for him. Thank you.